Here again is Wild Card. Last time you saw this, I had just finished fixing it functionally. So I've gone ahead and ordered all the parts it needs and all the LEDs. It doesn't need them, but they make them look way better. And I am going through and cleaning up the game. I've already started, and you can see it gets quite a nice shine back in most of the areas. Obviously, some of that dirt is just never coming back out, you know. It's a 50-year-old game that was not maintained. I had to modify it, though. See, this is the track for the left side up here. This sits in this wooden rail, and this sits down here. You know, you hit the ball, it throws it up the side. This was broken, and I couldn't get this. So the one on here is from a Liberty Bell, and you can tell that it isn't quite right. It sticks out a bit too much, and it just isn't quite the same. But honestly, it works fine. I moved a post into here to compensate for the space, and it actually makes the shot a little harder, which is good, because this is both 2x and light spinner for 1,000. Should not be that easy to shoot, but now it's good. Not particularly exciting, just a lot of doing the same thing over and 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 over until it's clean. But hey, look at that, it's shiny. And also all the inserts are absolutely cooked. They have been heated up and sunk down into the play field. So much so that if you whale this one, it'll actually jump and hit the bullseye in the spinner. Let's see if I can get a sticker for the spinner. It's not too bad, but it'd be a nice addition. Actually, a good place to start would be this coin door that's just been robbed entirely. I'm gonna go ahead and polish this while I have everything off. Just gotta knock that lock out. Nah, it's still getting that strange shine on it, so I think I'll just leave it alone. It's clean, it shines, it's just uneven. I actually have to get the donor coin door, so I'll see if that one's any better. This Liberty Bell that we've been repeatedly killing is the same generation of game. Now, this game's already rigged for free play, so I'm probably not going to bother reinstalling the wiring, or, oh yeah, but the light sockets. Now I'll drive the light sockets off of something else. There's no reason for me to take all this junk. I really just need the decorative bit, the coin return, Shit, it may just be easier for me to take this whole coin door. Yeah, sometimes getting these to have proper alignment is annoying, but I should be able to just take these 3 nuts off and then pop out the door. And, oh, this is a Jones plug. Okay, well, if it has the according Jones plug, then that'll be easy. I'll just plug it in. And grab some tools. Alright, well, they usually don't fall off like that. They tend to be stuck to the cabinet. Hold on. I need to check the wiring on this, because this Jones pin is also for the flippers, the switch, and the other flipper. Strange, it looks like the same plug, but I don't see... Like, it doesn't look like anyone cut off the coin door wiring. It's just not there. You know, grab the other one, plug it in, see if it works. Yeah, it's the same connector, 2x5. Let's see, so I need that power switch off. Goodbye, stepper. This is a training stepper. When people want to know how EMs work, I hand them this and just say play with it. Pretty good. I don't know where the goober coil came from. Anyway, so left switch, power switch, slam switch, tilt. Yeah, okay, I got a bunch of stuff to get out of here. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, I'm stupid. This is the coin door plug, which only goes to the coin door. I was doing the front cabinet harness. God damn it! There you go. All right, got all the parts together, just cleaned it down, and I'm gonna put everything together and swap it out with the one on the game. Why? The other one quite literally fell off. That's affixed to this. This is affixed to this. This should be affixed to nothing. Come on, honey, let's go. All right, well, take the coin door bezel apart. There we go. All right. All right, goodbye. Bit my glove. Can't eat me, game. I'm helping you. Hey! Hey! Coin door with stuff on it. So that's a bit of an improvement. I did already order these insets, the Williams W, and I couldn't find the ones that say 25 cent. It's these little red ones. Oh, I've got one. I usually put them in these. Oh, they say quarter, whatever. Well, they're nice and pretty and they look good. Because now I'm just going to have two that both say free play. I always think it's a little goofy, but it's miles better than just nothing. All right, and no play at all. Well, the tiniest, I'm not gonna modify it. That's pretty good. Well, we're gonna call that coin door done for now. Oh, well, hold on, gotta do the special done ceremony. Plug that back in. And plug this in. Yeah. Oh, okay. There we go. Sweet. Both sockets work. This coin reject flies beautifully. There's no play in closing the coin door. And then once those final parts come in, this will look great. Sweet. Couldn't have asked for a better turnout. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do to get, hitting the camera stand on everything, is and now I open the camera stand. Nope, stay there. All right. Damn, you just can't see that at all. I'll lower the cart. I am going to clean the cams on the main motor. I'm realizing it would be better if I put... Alright, so all I do here is on the contact surface where the bottommost leaf rides, I'm just going to take a rag, a toothbrush, and some rowing alcohol and just clean it out. Just got to give it a basic wipe down right on the outside of the cam. And then in these little drop downs here, I don't know what the name for this is. I suppose lobes, if it's anything like a car, these would be cam lobes, but that's not exactly the shape they are. Just gonna brush this out. When a bunch of dirt gets packed into here, it changes the shape of the lobe, and it can make them run funky. It's rare that it makes them break or have a ton of problems, but it just makes them run a little bleh. And the whole point of me working on this game is to make it run really nice. So this is a big step, is get the goo out of the motor. Oh, there's also a gear set under here that I have to lubricate. Put a little drop on it, but I only hit one of the gears. I think there's 2 or 3 on this Arrow Williams. So I'm gonna have to look. Alright, now all I gotta do is take a little bit of lube, not too much. Too much causes problems. And just put it down each cam. Big glob. Not too much glob, but big glob. Add another dot or so on the other side. I think I only turned it like 2/3 of the way, but that's fine. And just spin it around a bit. And there should be, which you can see, a mostly even coating of lubricant across all the cams. And as the game runs, this will get better. I gotta see. This main motor should have a service position. You see there's a hinge over here, which means probably this screw, and I don't feel another, comes out, and I can pivot the thing up. Yay! Oh, and it gets caught on the harness. Okay. Thank you, Williams. Well, let's have a look in there. You're gonna be my eyes, because I can't see. Oh yeah, there is 3 gears in this one. So I lubricated this large gear. Oh, it's 4. What is... Well, strange. Well, here's your drive motor, and all this is mechanical advantage to make it easier. But these run better when they're lubricated. So I lubricated the big gear, and you could see it spread onto this little gear enough. Is it a spring? Oh yeah. So I have to get some lubricant onto this drive gear up there on the shaft, not on the gear. So it interacts with this large one, and then that'll make this motor run nice and smooth. It's not really any faster, but it does run really smooth. Yeah, nice, quick, doesn't miss. It did fire this twice. I don't know if it missed something or, oh. Now your rubber bushing's gone. That's no good. All right, well, I'm gonna have to find something that'll substitute for that. All it is when this fires, it rockets up real hard and it kind of shakes the whole game, makes it feel crappy. Let me see what I can find for that. All right, so there's actually 4 of these, and all of them had their plastic, their rubber bushings just annihilated. So that should be almost, or I'm not gonna say vibration free. See the size of this damn coil? I'm gonna clean out the coil, replace the rubber mounts, probably clean out the switches while I have this off, put that all back together. and it shouldn't like kick the hell out of the playfield on startup anymore. This, yeah, it's those square head cut things, but they don't want to stay in. Oh yeah, and the mounting screw. I need that. Uh-oh. Something's telling me I'm not getting that back. Oh, well, here's a nut. Nuts, that's, oh. Damn it! I don't know, I bet you this coil stop has a lot of personality. Alright, so I got all the goo cleaned out of this coil sleeve that wouldn't come off the game, so I did it on the game. And I cleaned all the sticky crap off of the plunger here. So I'm gonna throw this back together and get the, I grabbed these rubbers. Again, same thing with the bell unit, they're a little too big, I needed to size down, didn't have one. And that spacer went to the nowhere zone, so I replaced it with this, which I tested is fine. It already, you know, fits over there and accepts it. Okay, so I bent the coil sleeve when I was trying to get it out. Don't know how I'm gonna pop that back into place. Yeah, I just hammered it on, just because it had that weird head on it, so once it was past the damage part, it doesn't matter, and it, well, it's hanging right now, but it does fly free. Forgive the time jump. You didn't miss much. I disassembled this, I got that rack back together and working, and for a moment, let's stay there, the game would not reset properly. Only thing I changed was the coin door. Unplug coin door, game starts fine. Like, okay, strange. Clean the Jones pin, fine. So we're back to working and back to cleaning. I'm gonna show you the method here that I use to do these play fields. There's a clean spot right there. Gets a lot of dirt out, but not all. Figured I may as well show you the method and then, like I said earlier, rinse and repeat till the whole play field's done. Alright, here is our area of concern. Now, the way I do this when I'm working on an older game is alcohol, Novus 1, and automotive polish. Yeah, you probably don't need to get like the most aggressive thing here that I have, but I got this. I know there's a much cheaper version that isn't quite as aggressive, which is probably still fine. All that does is it's supposed to take off the top layer. Be the top layer dirt and grime or top layer of paint to get the dirt out, is what it is. You go in with the rubbing alcohol and you just get like the really top layer, easily removable junk. Kind of do your best to work around the switch. Sometimes that's a little difficult. Probably not gonna be able to fully clean back there unless you pop the nail, which I'm not. Scrub that out, make sure you don't miss anything. You're gonna switch to the polish. Throw a little dollop. Okay. Hey, yeah, friggin' all over my sling. Come here, just take that. I gotta clean that area later anyway, so I'll bring back to that. And all you want to do, in a straight line, back and forth, work that polish in. And then at an angle, I don't think the angle particularly matters, go back and forth. Then go forward again. And wipe it off with a clean part of the rag. And you will see, I cut myself off, you will see that the shine starts to come back. Now I need to do probably 2 or 3 cuts on this to get it to where I want it, but that's pretty much the method. Then you go over this with Novus 1. Yeah, you see I missed all the goo right there. It's just cutting it out and then getting here. So like you see this big square cut out? Pay attention to this, and then in the next shot I'll show you what it looks like clean. Alright, here's that triangle after 3 passes with the polish. And let me tell you, it got most of the junk out. The Mylar square here isn't nearly as obvious. It's got a nice shine to it. Oh yeah, there you go. Thank you, light. Hopefully, I'm concerned about the pop bumper area. I think the rest of this should get equally as shiny, with the exception of this area. It's heavily worn, and when you start getting this kind of brown, it never really comes out. But hopefully, Up top, I can get really nice, and most of the spinner track. This is absolutely a spinner game. So I can do everything I can to just make that spinner ridiculously fast. I'm going to. Alright, back with Wild Card. If you remember where I left off with this, it was in the middle of cleaning, but it needed some stuff, so I've continued to clean the playfield, and you can see I've gotten a pretty damn good shine out of it. Like I said, the yellow didn't quite come back to life all the way, and this... I don't know if I'm going to touch this up, because I'd have to match the grime, too, and frankly, I'm not that good at it. And I'll probably pick up some spinners for this, or... probably pick up some stickers for the spinner. Well, I have a bunch of parts that came in. This should be enough to finish the game. Nice new yellow flipper bats. Of course, after I ordered these, I found I had used ones, but they were also discolored, so this is for the best. Bulk flipper rubbers. I use the nice colored Titan ones on the flippers. Some people complain about how they play. I don't feel a difference. I use them all the time. Rubbers, flipper rebuilds, stuff to make the coin door. Not be missing bits in there. The plates, whatever they're called. I didn't know they made new ones of these, by the way. If you had a Williams EM, early solid state, throw one of these in there. It should make it look really nice. LEDs are over here. And then in here is everything required to rebuild the pop bumper. I got all new plastics, new springs, new ring and rod. Ring and rod in there isn't broken, but I think they're the brass style for this time period. No, they're not brass. No, yeah, but they have no lock nuts. Regardless, I'm taking the whole thing apart for an overhaul. Gonna replace them. Ooh, these LEDs are nice. This game lights up its out holes. So you can see I've put a, what do you call it? One of these things. Twin heads, whatever the hell you want to call them. But makes it glow really nice, and it looks cool. See it? It should be a very interesting looking game. And I got these nicer pinballs. These are Silver Jets. I like to use them when I can. They're a tad more expensive, but they tend to stay shiny new for a hell of a lot longer than the regular ones. Sometimes I'll get regular pinballs and they look like they're already used. It's just annoying. So the Silver Jets last long, look good, and yeah. I'm gonna start with the rubbers here because I want to. I'm gonna put the rubbers on, kind of play a game to get a before and after of how it plays. It's just missing too many rubbers now for me to continue playing it as is. Throw them on real quick. Pass. Oh, I'm gonna have to, see when they get like this, I gotta take them off with a pick. I have to scrape this off because it doesn't come off on its own anymore. Come on. Damn it. Dude, come on. I don't think I've ever had a rubber get stuck this badly. It's merged. It's become one with the damn post. All right, that's about all I could get off, even with brushing it off. But I think, and I would be right, that it all hides under the post, so that's fine. Oh, what happened? Is it just too tight? Just can't be that? No, but you need to not move. All right, we're gonna call that good. I guess that's already new. I get a little confused. It shouldn't be this. I should have a 2-inch rubber that gets on all 3 of them. That's a 1.5. So 2. Yeah, it should be. I was wondering. Usually that's what this nail is for, is keeping the rubber away from the switch. Pop that back on. Feels like that's too tight. Where's my socket? Damn it! Losing things to the floor. Dude! Socket's disappearing. Ooh, use a magnet dish. No, it's 3 steps away from me. I want to do this. Oh god, there's a bunch of spacers on this plastic that are ultra specific. I think somebody added them because this plastic probably started warping and it would block the ball from exiting the spittoon here, which, you know, a bit of a problem. Oh, I've got LEDs for in here too. The first like 3 plastics I did, I just forgot to put the GI in, even though I'd have to come back and undo it later to put the GI in. Not a very smart thing of me to do. So now, putting it in as I go. These are Comet LEDs. These specifically are the Retro Bright. They're meant to look like incandescents. But if you need LEDs, I wholly would recommend, whoops, don't kick me, would wholly recommend Comet. I'm not affiliated with Comet, I just like their stuff. I use it in everything here. They seem to last pretty long, fair quality for the price, and don't have a lot of quality control issues. So they're fairly reliable. What am I doing here? Rubbers! Where's the pick? Oh, come on, it was just here. Dude! Alright, well, we'll grab another pick. Damn it, I'm losing shit everywhere. Okay, that was a little easier than the last one. Where's all my washers? There's one, that should go there. Here's one that should go here. And I thought there was a third. Yes, there is a third. And the third one should go, I believe, there. And the fun way of finding out is putting it entirely back together and testing it, only to find that you made the wrong choices and now have to take it back apart. Okay, well, just temporarily don't do that, please. There's a ball. You always gotta wipe the goo off of these. Yep. Alright, it's not gonna catch, you got good clearance, no low spots. Alright, all out of wind, give me that. Just go, it's this lower switch, the upper one actually looks alright. It's already hitting it. It's quite, so these are high contact or I'm sorry, high voltage switches, meaning this is the direct power input to the solenoid coil. Why it's positive closing and not negative closing, I don't know, unless it is and there's just that much voltage that it'll spike. Basically, you want clean and the most contact between these to get the most powerful hit. And clearly they are doing that. Wow, that's pretty good. Usually they don't come back to life that much without replacing the switch. All right, oh, there's another wash that was for that. We'll leave that in case it starts getting stuck again. Oh, there's a bulb under there. Now, usually the GI I bought for this is all retro brights, like this one. They're supposed to look like incandescents when the incandescents aren't dying. But it's got red posts and a red plastic, so I'm gonna put a red LED in here. I should have. Let's see, what will this look like? That is it. Wow, it doesn't really show it on camera, but that is a really rich color. Then what does it look like with? Oh yeah, we're gonna do the red LED. Looks way. You know, I know it's. Ooh, there's a colored one. Yes, I know. It looks a little better. And let's see. This one was set up a little strange. Come on. There's one. There's two. And then it's also going to sit on that post. Pull that around the post. And then cinch them down. Hey, what'd you do that? There's the pick. Ooh, there's a pick from earlier. Oh boy. That's gonna be, oh, both of these. Oh, you know what? Ooh, maybe. That one might come off. Come on, don't make me remove you from the playfield, you turd. Yeah, there we go. Get that out of here. This one, 2 for 2. Look at that. All right, makes it easier because I don't gotta pull those out now. Wow, you know, somehow a lot of these switches are just being perfectly yapped when I put them in. These rubbers are probably on there quite a long time. Alright, so the rubbers are on. I've got some spares that are a little strange. Just this one, because these two I pulled off the game. But I've got one somewhat large one left, and I don't see any that I missed. So either I'm blind or it'll be fine. Alright, let's give this thing a test run. Alright. Wild card. First actual with rubbers playing it, still with the goofy broken flippers. This switch over here is way too far out. Alright, well, being wildly off level is not helping my case here. I mean, it kind of plays exactly the same as when I didn't have any rubbers on it, but that might be because I drained really fast. You know, while we're in the process of doing pretty stuff, I'm going to throw the LEDs in. It's one of my favorite parts of doing machines, is changing out the tired and often missing incandescents for good and proper LEDs. Oh, and look. Oh, damn it. Well, these are easy to get to, but these are the fingernail destroyers down here. Ah! Oh my god! No! Stay in there. You're gonna rocket out at me. Come on. Oh, come on. The last one and you're gonna give me a problem. Come. Come on. Come on. Oh my God. Try a different bowl. Okay, yeah, I guess just didn't like that bulb. It happens. Does this have 100,000 light? No. Okay. Yep, there you go. That's probably 30. Ah, it was 20. That wasn't quite right. Yeah, look at that. Always makes them nice and clean. A lot of people I talk to are very surprised that I like to work on EMs and that I'm kind of good at working on EMs, at least the Williams ones. Just, I guess it's my age, and there's not a lot of people who try to fix EMs anymore, because I'm sure this looks very scary if you have no idea what you're doing, and it was when I first tried learning it. Whoops, you could stay off. But what I ended up getting to with EMs is, like, you can kind of see it. It's all done mechanically. And, like, if you were to sit down and design this with no computers, no circuit boards, and no code, how would you do it? And you'd probably end up doing it this way, because they're all relatively the same. And a lot of the time it's just cleaning and fine-tuning, which I really like doing, with the occasional side quest of somebody's done some jank shit and you gotta fix it. I don't like circuit boards. You can't, do I have one? No, I don't have one on hand, but you just, it's like, yeah, a transistor does this, and you can see what it does on paper, or maybe under a microscope or something, but you can't see it. Like, if I were to start this, I can watch it run, and I know where to look for problems. And, frankly, there's a lot of people that can repair solid states. I'd rather be the guy that can repair EMs. These aftermarket batteries suck. I had it fully charged, and I used it for maybe an hour, and it's dead. I cut off the recording. Don't buy the junky ones. What can I unplug? Oh, you know what? Got another plug. The LEDs came out really nice on this game, especially color matching these white inserts. Ooh, excuse me. Which are very important to the game because you got to collect all the cards. And these light up nice and accordingly. Looks like that light might be out. I'll twiddle that socket. These work great. The whole game just kind of looks good now. I mean, it was pretty bad before. Let's see. How do I... This one's a little funky too, and this one's important. Hold on. Yeah, is it actually lit? So 1,000? Yeah. This thing flies. Sweet. See if I can twiddle those sockets back into working. Yeah, so that bulb doesn't like light up or even flicker at all. Now what about the... Oh, well that one doesn't have a bulb in it. That's probably why it didn't light up. The other one's going to be an issue probably at the relay, is the way the Williams games tend to be directed. I need a white LED here. Come on. Alright, well I'll find a white LED, pop into that missing spot, and then that'll fix that one. And I'll come back around to the spinner thing later. Whenever I reuse these, I tend to use the originals rather than their replacements, simply because their replacements use much thinner thread hex heads as opposed to the... well, I mean, it's still a fine thread, but it's a much larger bolt for the original, and they're about 8 millimeters, or what's a metric? It's 5/16, but these are just a lot better. Let me reassemble this and replace flipper bushing. Jump around a little more than I normally would. Right now, I'm just going to finish rebuilding the flippers and then move on to the pop bumpers. Oh, also check out how mushroomed and nasty this original coil stop was. I don't know how well that shows up. Yeah, look at that. Big divot. Noticed on this left flipper here that it's dragged on the bottom so long that the coil sleeve is no longer circular. So this is hanging down and then pushing up and in, which is, this one would like manage to jam halfway out. I'm sure you've seen while I'm playing, so that's probably related to that. Anyway, I got the new EOS mounted, so I'm gonna solder that in. All right, bit of a time jump, but both the flippers are done, and one of them got jammed, and in the process of unjamming it, severely bit me. So now I gotta do this. I'm gonna get up to these pop bumpers. This is the next major thing. I know it's still having an issue with rotating forever on special, and I cleaned the contacts with a bank reset, and that's not working. So I'm gonna have to trace the power feed, which I'm not gonna do in this video. I'm just gonna go get these done. And they both work, but I mean, seriously, it's chewed up. Thankfully, these caps are actually really nice, so I can just clean them up, reuse them. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to desolder the sockets, pull the things out. I don't like doing pop bumpers. It's not difficult, there's just a lot of nuisances all in one spot. Alright, well the game having a problem, the game having a problem with special was easy to figure out. It was just this wire was broken off, so I'm gonna retwist it and put it in there. Alright, I haven't really filmed this part because I don't have a place I could put the camera or stand that isn't really far away. Like, this is the closest angle I could get, and this stuff's really small. So instead, I will take you to the sink. Found something interesting. This socket has never been soldered in. There's no solder in the line and there's no solder on the socket. I think they forgot to do it because it's on the other side. From what I could say, it's all right, but they may have just not soldered that from factory. But it's always worked. I mean, I'll solder it in, but it's pretty cool. All right, here's the really shitty yellow one next to nice new white ones. Get that all replaced. Get the playfield cleaned up around it and call it good. Oh, come on. Both pops are done. They work pretty well. This one needs a bit of a sensitivity adjustment, but I could probably get away with just cleaning the switch. I'll have a look. But the issue is this insert. So I'm gonna roll the clip. And you can see that it's getting caught up because of how divoted down this insert is. Focus for me, camera. Yeah. See, it drops down. Do I have something flat I could demonstrate with? Got a toothpick? Come on. Toothpick? Nope. Yes. Ah, there we go. All right, hold on. I promise I'm not leaving you fellas over there. So if you lay something flat on top of this, you can really actually see quite well the space underneath of it. Come on. Yeah, I don't know how well that's showing it. You see how I roll that across? Yeah, wow. Yeah, look at that. Great visual. It's down and it's causing it to hop up into the spinner. Kind of annoying. Now, I don't have new inserts on hand. I don't have one that's going to match this black here. But what I do have is parts games. Well, playfields. I've got this Liberty Bell, which maybe, but I have a feeling the inserts on this one are Torch too. I've got Disco Fever, Joust, and I guess Stars, but that's a Stern game. And I actually need to put back together at some point. So maybe if one of these has a better insert, I'm gonna have to put this camera down. I'll swap them out. This one's orange, shouldn't it be? Yeah, let's see if I can steal that one. Removing inserts, especially from junk playfields, is fun. It involves a socket and a hammer. Oh shit. Ah. And there you go. Clean inserts. We're gonna clean all the goo off of this, trade it out with the other one. And it's not perfect, but it's pretty damn good. Let's see if I can show you with the toothpick. Alright, so I gotta pop this bonus count unit off, which I actually have to service anyway. I may or may not show that, just because I've shown servicing a ton of units. Let me tell you, I am hungry. So if I can get this insert repaired, get some glue in there, go run grab some dinner, come back and keep working, call that good. Come on, Be good to me, honey. Come on. All right, did that come out in one piece? Where did it go? Okay, well, that's good. It's good that I have an idea where that fell to. Ah, all right. Wow, that is bad. All right, let's see if I can... Camera, refocus for me, honey. Come on. Look at that. You see how much of a crater that is? Yeah, well, that's why it jumps. So, here's the new one. It actually looks a little better. It's a little clearer, less heat damage, but it's the same circumference, same color, and it's even got the same black track, so it might not even look like it's been replaced. We can clean up the hole and shove this in. Right out, so that's out, and the new one is gone. Okay, what did I do? There's the old one, and the new one is where? Oh, son of a bitch. All right, let me find it. Right, well, I'm blind, but this is just gonna, which way? It's mostly sitting like that. It's just gonna pop down in there. May not have to glue this. I might be able to just pop her down. Hold on. Here we go to 17. Quite. All right, yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, I'm gonna do some touch up around that black circle. Let's see if it jumps. All right, I'm just gonna dabble a little bit of black paint around this insert just to make it merge up a little better. Ideally, this should have a new watershed decal put on it, which is what this black between the playfield and the insert is. I don't have any. I'm not really sure how to get them either. I've been looking, and I will clean up the overset that's getting into the orange part of the insert. Sweet, sweet. That makes that so makes this game way better to play now that you can actually spin the spinner without it stealing from you. And you can't even really tell the insert's been changed. It matches the rest of the game. Honestly, this game would probably play better with all new inserts, but I'm not going to do that. I don't have the inserts, actually. I mean, seriously, wow, they're bad. All right, well, I'm really hungry, and, oh, I didn't put the stepper unit back on. That's just free hanging. Anyway, let me put that stepper back together, and we'll play our final game here. Just, you know, you get your before and after, and then I'm going to call it a night, because I'm hungry. So I reattached this stepper here, and I also beefed up the power delivery wire on the pop bumpers here, because remember, it is a high current wire closing. So I'm hoping in giving it some better amperage flow will either give it more power or reduce arcing on the switch. Now, given that the power feed wire, oh, you can't see it, is also a bit thicker. I think it's either the double yellow or the orange. Regardless, it's thicker itself, so this should help out. We'll see. We'll run an experiment on it, see if I can, you know, record measurable power gains. But I already did it, so you're just gonna have my word for right now. All right, side thing, I have this airline here. I've got two of these. One runs to here, one runs to my sandblaster, and for no reason at all, inside the sandblaster just exploded and scared the living shit out of me. But back to this. The first proper playing. Oh, let's make it so you can actually see stuff. Now, I've still got to do some things, but it's cosmetic. It's not play related. So for the purpose of the video, I'm done. does feel like the pops have a little more power. That left one needs some adjustment. That's nothing too bad. Yeah, no hop. Yeah, watch that score reel when I hit the spinner. Get a good grip on it. No! Yeah, it is absolutely amazing to me how fast this game can register the spinner with the way I've set everything up. God damn, that is ridiculous for an EM. Absolutely out the wazoo in terms of play speed. And this is awesome. I mean, it plays good, it's fun, it's got a good rule set. It still needs a very small handful of things, but it's mostly cleaning. Like, I gotta fix the match unit, right? It doesn't match. But it's on free play, so it's not that big a deal. But, yeah. Plays pretty fast, too. I haven't even leveled it out. I like when EMs like this play fast. It keeps you involved. Keeps you engaged. Ah. Actually, here. I'm going to show you something cool. Ball would be helpful. There you go. It's really neat to watch these things cycle. I don't like computerization. These things are awesome. You get to watch that main motor spin and do stuff. It is a computer. It's just a mechanical computer. So if you ever watch an old movie, like Godzilla actually says something about it. Our electronic computers, because this is a non-electronic. Yes, this is technically a non-electronic computer. I'm aware it's electronics, but it's not like circuit boards and that kind of thing. It's hard to explain, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah, there you go. Wild card is wild done, like 99%.